New kits and new squads can only mean one thing heading into this all Pro 12 matchup here on What If, One Off What If. That means we have an update for the squads and competition for this year, 2013-14, and what a way to start to crack into it with a inter-competition rivalry between these two teams. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2, and yes, we have the updaters here for the Aviva Premiership, the Pro 12, and with competitions will be starting very soon, so keep an eye out for those coming this week, hopefully all going well. But to mark this, we've got a special request match as always for Darcy boys who wanted to see the Cardiff Blues up against Connacht, and that is exactly what he is going to get on this beautiful day here as well at Cardiff City Stadium. Cardiff Blues first up. We've seen them twice before, the home team, and well, unlucky for them, they have two big L's beside their name, so two big losses for the Cardiff side, and they are off to a shocking start. But they have some pretty big changes and some pretty exciting new players in this team, like number 10 Patchell. That guy is a revelation. He could be the biggest thing in Welsh rugby for years to come, but of course they will be relying on the current of today's superstars like Warburton, Cuthbert and Halfpenny. Up against them is Connacht, and just like the Cardiff Blues, they have just got the one match to their name, but it is a big L, so unable to get a win in their one match they've had. So between the two sides they've had 3 losses. That's not really the best start for either this team, but at least one of them is going to have a win at the end of this matchup. The Cardiff Blues versus Connacht here on One Off What If. Special request, you can make yours too. Just leave it in the comments below and I can play it out just like this one. I'll be doing a lot more Aviva Premiership and Pro 12 requests now on that we have the updated squads and kits and all that kind of thing. So let's get down for this match. Cardiff Blues versus Connacht. It's somewhat of a change in the guard, if you will, with all these new players for the season coming in, and here's Patchell with the ball for the Blues, and he'll kick this match off away to the left side, as proved so successful for Williams, and he takes it to ground for the first ruck of the game, and it's just outside the 22 of Connacht, and it's very slow with the players coming across from the other side of the field. Andrews, a good start here could be for the Blues. Cuthbert breaks away and goes near the line, 5 metres out. He'll score in the corner. Why did he go so deep into goal? Cuthbert gets a try off the first phase of play for the Blues, and Cardiff hit the lead early on. What a start to this match. A good play from Williams. Patchell delivers the pass and Cuthbert gets rid of Pullman. The South African had no chance, and then look at him, just to taunt Soialo and Carr just a little bit more. He takes it deep into the in goal. No chance for Pullman, and across comes Duffy and Soialo, but even they couldn't stop him, and he went 10 metres further in goal. Well, that's a surprising start for Cardiff. Thought they might have taken just a little bit longer to get into their work, but that is a spectacular start to the match. Here's Halfpenny with his kick. A long time since we've seen this man. Here he comes, he's way out on the right hand wing, 4 metres in from touch. Halfpenny hits it nicely, and just like nothing's changed, Lee Halfpenny hits the conversion way out on the sideline, and we have a 7-0 scoreline to the Cardiff Blues over Connacht after just 5 minutes. Not really what Connacht was looking for. The Blues though, favourites to go to the first victory as Cook takes it off for Warburton. Hewitt, Williams again. They're lining up out here. Reese gets the pass in field. He's going back for Williams again. And they're charging upfield like nothing else here, the Blues. And they look very good on attack. Slow ruck ball here, but now it comes back for Jenkins. He goes to Hewitt, had a bit of a gap. Patchell goes through half a hole. Oh no, and he's been injured. Oh, and we talk about the young man being a key man, and now he's off. And with no real first 5 cover in the lineup, it is going to have to be Fish who comes on. And that is a real blow. That is a massive blow for the Cardiff Blues. Patchell was gone. And we now have Fish on at first 5. And that could really be a turning point in this match for Connacht. The scrum goes down and in is put from Williams. It's a steady scrum from the Cardiff side. Here comes the ball now. They go to the right. Miss out Fish completely. Warburton's chipped it ahead. Williams has picked it up and now Pretorius has it. He goes back for Hewitt. Hewitt straightens things and gets taken on the ground. Fish has a go now. Gives it to Cuthbert. Cuthbert looks for some support on the inside and he delivers a woeful pass. And Connacht have the ball for about probably the first time in the match here. And Naupu gives it outside for Duffy who goes to ground. And support from Muldoon there, but it's turned over. And the Blues are all over this. Cardiff using the ball well. Williams for Robinson. The little Robinson goes through the hole. He spins it out to Hewitt. Here's Copeland. He won't have the pace to get away from Duffy again. He is really in all the action. Still here for Cardiff. Hewitt. Big ball out for Cuthbert. Cuthbert again will back his pace. And he'll go into that corner for the second try. Well, Cuthbert is owning that right wing. Pullman is getting left behind for Connacht. He was nowhere to be found, didn't even have a stab at him. Duffy is playing well on defence for Connacht, but goodness, how good was Cuthbert here? Marked up against the number 10, Dan Parks, and he smoked him. Cleaned him up, took him to the cleaners. Here's a big pass. Parks got smoked and across comes Pullman, but out of position, far too slow, and try number 2. It's going to be interesting to see how Cardiff react here to losing their first 5 so early in the match. Here's Halfpenny again, pretty much the same spot as last time. And nails it. Pretty much exactly the same way as he delivered the first one. And the Blues lead 14-0 over Connacht. 21 minutes gone. And we have a somewhat one-sided matchup on our hands at the moment. Here's Parks, who kicks off. He goes to the left side and it's nicely taken from Henshaw. And he goes a few metres upfield near the 22 of Cardiff. Back it comes for the knocked on from Clark. And Naupu will pick it up and will go back for the knock on. The ex-Chiefs man, double Super 12 captain, champion, or Super 15, sorry. Double champion of Super Rugby. We'll call it just that. And it will be a scrum put down for the Cardiff Blues. Williams will put in for the 3rd scrum of the match. And again, it's a nice steady one from the Cardiff team. A very good front row. Now Williams will have a go with it. Runs into Duffy, gives it to the other Williams. Hewitt pops the ball out for Robinson. Not the best pass for the little left winger, but he's dealt with it nicely. And will secure the ball for his side, the Cardiff Blues here. Fish plays halfback, goes to Hewitt again, who has been predominantly in the midfield for Reese. The big man having a big run with the ball. Gets it out for Williams. Williams goes back on the inside to Williams. And it's Williams everywhere at the moment. It's just about like Smiths and the All Blacks. Now, goes to ground. Here's Cuthbert. He comes from the halfback position. Fish, inside ball for Fish. He goes straight forward and straight into Soialo. Can't get through the fullback's tackle. And he's done a great job of turning him over too. And then knocks it on. Well, that's not the best play there. Muldoon has clean dropped it. And Williams, Hewitt spreading it out to the left and knocked on again. Advantage to Connacht. I don't know if it's still running. Cardiff are keen to get the ball. What's the ref going to say? No advantage. Fish, Hewitt will be a hit trick for Cuthbert on the right-hand side. He goes in for number 3, and they just keep getting easier. That will be one of the easiest tries of his career. I was unsure who exactly had the advantage for this play, but Andrews took the man, as did Fish, and then it was an easy job for Hewitt, who was just about had a hand in every phase of play for the Cardiff Blues in this match. He has been a big part of their play. You'll see him, here he is, he's everywhere. Distributing well, the second five. Inside centre, some may call it, Hewitt. He's playing well, and he's putting the Cardiff side in a great position, and it is Cuthbert who's finishing the job. Here's Halfpenny, 3 kicks from the same spot, and 3 kicks getting exactly the same result. 21-0, hitters all Cardiff here. Halfpenny has been impressive in his return with the boot. As we head towards half-time, just 2 minutes left. As Parks kicks off again, Connacht's had very few uses of the ball as Henshaw gets one there. And now Connacht have a go with Naupu, giving it to Falloon, who goes into the tackle just outside the 22. They're looking to launch something here, Connacht. The big man getting involved is Harris Wright, and they're filling it out wide for Carr. Carr's in a bit of strife right near the touchline, and he's got to release this ball. No, how has he got away? Oh, goodness me, the ref. He's gone the other way. Well, that's a poor call there from the ref. Carr was not releasing from that ball. And Parks is going to kick it into touch and go to half-time. Well, that is an interesting decision, seeing as they're behind by 21 points. Not the most clever of penalty calls from the Connacht team at all. Parks puts in the touch, and we go to half-time with the Blues leading 21 points to 0. And Connacht, well, having no worries, kicking for the corner instead of playing just 10 metres out from the line. Interesting call. So 21-0 at half-time. Possession, you can see, is heavily in favour of the Cardiff Blues. They have been one-way train tracks to the Connacht try line. The injury, of course, to Patchell, not affecting them too much at the moment. And of course 5 line breaks to 2, resulting in 3 tries. Connacht maybe could have made better use of that little ball they had. Knock-ons is proving a big thing for them. Handlinger is not featuring in the stats, but I think for once Connacht might be actually ahead on that one. Both teams putting in a number of kicks, 6-4, and of course the scrums, well, call me a liar, there's only been 2. Just 2 scrums, and Cardiff winning both of them. So second half, we're about to get underway. Connacht need to get themselves back in this match here. These new and improved lineups, it is good to see finally have these lineups, and finally coming soon will be full season playthroughs of the Pro 12 and the Aviva Premiership coming to you on Cornflakes Crib, so stay tuned for that. And as for now, let's get back to the second half for the Cardiff Blues versus Connacht. It is a very depressed looking Parks with the ball on halfway. His team is getting outplayed and outgunned in all areas of the match as Cook takes the kickoff and gives it to Reese. And Copeland, oh, well taken from the big lock to even reel that in. But it is one-way traffic at the moment as Jenkins gets away to Robinson, who's had little work to do. But what he has done is very well done indeed. The Blues still here for them. They go away for Williams. That name prominent in the match. Here's Jenkins. Big Jenkins. Ranging run through the centre of the field. And then he knocks it on and gives the advantage to Connacht, who will take full use. And it is now over. Here we go. Away to the right for that man Duffy, who's been in everything as well, to Henshaw. Back inside they go, but they're going kind of sideways here, Connacht. No chance through that big defensive line of the Blues. Halfway looming. Here's Marmion, gives a big pass out for Carr. Carr's in a massive chance here of scoring some points. He's been tackled nicely from Halfpenny, who was defended very nicely from the back. But it's still fair for Connacht. Oh, high tackle. Marmion's been smashed, and it could be trouble here for the Blues player. Reese is coming over. And it's a yellow card. So that could be a turning point in this match. Who that's for, we didn't even see. But now is a good time to go for the corner, Parks. And he does exactly that. Connacht with a big chance of scoring some points here. Just 15 metres out. Line out for Harris Wright. He goes deep to the back, and it's nicely taken too. And they spin it to the left. Here's Duffy. Oh, he barnstorms through one and then chips it through the hole. And no one is at home for either side, and the ball runs dead. Not the best call from Duffy, but boy, did he just run over the top of Hewitt. That was a smashing run from Duffy. He's looked very good in this match for Connacht. One of their better players is Halfpenny with the kicking duties now. Thumps it down long in towards Soialo, who will run with it and pass it in field for Parks, who takes it over halfway. He goes to ground. Now they spin it out to the right again, and Carr is in a huge amount of space for probably the third time this match, and dealt to again from Halfpenny. Slow ball coming back here for Connacht. No one in support to even get the ball. Harris Wright goes from the short ball from the ruck. Keeping in the forwards here, Naupu. He can't get through the tackle, and it's turned over from Cook. Brilliant work from the lock, and this is a great chance here. Here's Cuthbert. He's still got, Williams. Now, what can Williams do? He's chipped ahead nicely. He's in a whole pile of trouble. He has no support, and it is very much green jerseys everywhere. And they will rightfully win the ball. Numbers to the breakdown. Big passes again going out here. Henshaw giving it off for Falloon, and Carr in some space again, but he's dragged into touch. Well, Connacht have definitely picked up their game here in the second half. And we will see the return of the man from the bin. Will we even see who it was? It was the halfback, so that was Williams. And we have him back on the field. So short man, three-man line out here for the Cardiff Blues. Davies, the only jumper in the line, gives it away for the man just returning from the bin. Williams goes for Warburton in midfield. Fish gets a massive hole. Where's he going to go off this? Again, they've chipped the Blues, and they do a good job of it defending. Do Connacht. And they have dealt with that very nicely, diffusing the attack. Here's White. Getting it away to his hooker, Harris Wright, and they go wide to Duffy, who puts it to his boots and rakes off some yards. Running out of room on the counter-attack. Connacht, they've dealt well, getting that up right by halfway. And it is another line-out for Reese for the Blues. Here it comes, going nicely to the front for Davies, and it's been knocked on from Williams. Pretorius has picked it up, and Fish has pumped it away, but it won't matter. We'll be going back for the scrum. The knock on, the man just from the bin. That is a disappointing play.
Crouch.
And we have a scrum pretty much right on halfway. This will be the third scrum.
Sit.
Put in for Connacht. Right on the halfway line. Could you get any more central in the field if you tried? It comes back for them, and they're going to bring it out now nicely for Parks. He pops it short, and a big gap opens up for Falloon. Now they go wide for Duffy. There's some big space out here for Connacht. They fling it to the left. Nicely for Pullman, who has been desperately smashed. And that is a big tackle. Still here though for Connacht. And it is Clark. And it's a big gap here for Henshaw. Oh, brilliant work from Henshaw. And he has gone all the way from the great delivery of the pass. And Connacht find themselves on the scoreboard. How did that even happen? I was trying to see who made that big tackle. And it was Clark, Craig Clark, with a pinpoint pass to Henshaw. And he had no problems going through a gap half the size of the field and giving Connacht their first try. Look at that delivery. And no chance at all. Halfpenny was nowhere to be found. And Warburton, the only chasing defender, couldn't cover the ground. And deservedly so in the second half. Connacht, well, they lead the second spell. Having the better of the second half of just 4 minutes to go. Here's Park's conversion. And from that range, he has done a sweet job of it. And makes it 21 points to 7. Cardiff Blues still heavily in charge of this match with just 4 minutes to go. Halfpenny will be the man to kick off, taking over all kicking duties. Kicks it towards his forwards this time, mixing things up as Cuthbert comes racing across. It's left to bounce from the Connacht team, and Harris Wright has picked it up and gone straight through the big gap and given it to the big man lock, Craig Clark, who has gone rumbling up towards the 10-metre line. Short side play here as Falloon has been pummeled into touch. There's advantage for Connacht, and it is for offside. And that was from Copeland, coming up from that ruck and putting in the tackle. Fair enough too. So again we have a penalty, and this time they're going to tap it. Parks has tapped and gone, and he's spreading it out wide. It's gone through Henshaw. Now it's gone out to Carr, who has had a good match, but he has been tempted by the touchline and into touch. He is gone. This match is all over. Connacht finishing things themselves on both halves. The Cardiff Blues have run out winners in this one-off what-if match. A bit of a pre-season match for the Pro 12. Which team will we be going for the series? For the whole season, who knows? You'll catch that later on, who we will be. Anyway, as for this match, it is the Cardiff Blues who have won at 21 points to Connacht's 7. It was all first half action from the Blues. 3 tries for Cuthbert and 3 conversions for Halfpenny, sewing up the match just about in the first half. Connacht come out strong in the second, and as a reward got a late try for Henshaw. Really did catch the defence completely disjointed, and Parks did the finishing jobs with the conversion. And wow, that is a complete turnaround of domination. It was 75 to 25 possession at half time, and now Connacht have turned it completely around to win possession 51 to 49. That is an impressive, a very impressive turnaround from Connacht. Unfortunately for them, they couldn't get the points on the board that they needed. 21 to 7, but that was a good second half display from Connacht. Other stats in the match: handling errors 13 for the Cardiff Blues. That majority will be second half, and Connacht, well, their 2 would have definitely been in the first. Line breaks was 5 to 2 at half time, so really Connacht come alive in that second spell, getting 5 line breaks. The Cardiff Blues only managing 3 more. Of course, the penalties and the yellow card didn't help in the end, but they hung on. Defence was strong. Halfpenny was flawless at the back, not missing any tackles in the whole match, and well, he was a major part of why the Cardiff Blues managed to hang on 21 to 7 over Connacht. Thank you for the request, Darcy boys. Hope you enjoyed the match, and remember, if you want to have one of your own, leave it in the comments below and I can play it out just for you. And of course, if you like the series, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss your match, which could be coming up soon. And of course, the new seasons of the Rugby Pro 12 and the Aviva Premiership, not to mention many more good stuff. So check it all out, and we'll see you next time for more one-off what if, wherever we may be, who knows. And until then, take care.